Well, it's been really exciting to get into the business for almost 5 years now and really dive into what Willet Construction is and what kind of service do we provide to our customers. And it's just been an amazing process. And the more, as years go on, I just get more excited about being in the business. So that's really what it came from. As Rick alluded to, when I went away for college, I actually went to school for accounting, and I wanted to take a completely different route. I told him as I left for college that I had no interest in coming back into the company, zero. But there was no pressure put on Rick to join the company or anything like that, but he was just kind of curious at the time. And so I went to college for accounting, finished up my schooling there, and then ended up evaluating what kind of company did I want to work for. And growing up, I always knew what Willet Construction was, even though I wasn't active in it. But growing up in a family business, of course, you're always involved in some ways. So I really knew how it was and what type of people worked here and what the culture was. And that's really what drew me in, is how happy our clients are, what kind of service, the high quality service that we provide our customers. And that was just really attractive to me. And when I started evaluating, well, what kind of company do I want to work with? I want to work with a company that's, I love small business because you can really get to know people and work directly with clients. I wanted to work for a company that has long-lasting employees that you can really build relationships with for a long period of time, and just a company that you can really get involved with and get behind and really support what you're doing for people. And that's what really drew me in. And Willet Construction has been that for so many years, and it just was a perfect fit. It was what I knew already. And so that's really what got me started and interested in coming back to work for the company. Well, we have different strengths, and my role is not going to be the same. I'm not taking over for Rick or anything like that. But the key is just building around those strengths and hiring people that can go to my weaknesses and certain things that I don't know. How my role will change is right now I'm working directly with clients, basically as a project developer. So I take the project as soon as somebody calls in. I call them back. We set up that initial appointment. We decide, do we need to go do a design process? Do we need to go straight to a proposal? Things of that nature, and work with the clients to develop all of the details of the project, the scope of work, go through the selections, and have subcontractors out and things of that nature, and then take it to a proposal step. And so that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm working closely with those people to get those things, and then at that point we hand it to our production team, and work with them to run the project essentially. And but going forward is there can be a lot of different avenues. Is I am enjoying working directly with the client, and that's what has made Willet Construction great, is that relationship, just working one-on-one and coming up with ideas, and being creative, and showing people that, hey, your house, it can be spacious, it can fit what you want it to be, and it doesn't have to be cramped or isolated or just outdated or just not functional at all for the homeowner. And the joy that you get out of that from doing a final walkthrough, and people go, oh, I just love it, I love every aspect of it. That's what brings the excitement for me.
I think a lot of Jason's strengths are, he's a numbers guy, and he's very cautious in making sure that everything's accurate and stuff. What he has brought to the table has been, our bookkeeping needed a lot of work, a lot of help. I'd done it for myself for a lot of years, and his degree in accounting really helped launch into, okay, Jason, here's the books, make them yours. He knows everything about the numbers in our company, and then he brings systems into the company. Before it was always in Rick's head, this is what we want you to do. Don't you understand? Yeah. Now we have to write that stuff down, which is difficult for me, and he really helps do that and really puts that together for us.
And that's how we really work so well together, is because it's not I'm in Rick's shadow or anything. We work well together because we bring different strengths. Mm-hmm. Of, I bring that accounting knowledge, something that Rick didn't have, but he's got all the experience in remodeling and in building and stuff like that. And not that I'm inexperienced in that, but I have a lot to learn in that. But the key there is I got people to learn from, and Rick has so much knowledge in that. Eric McMahon has so much knowledge in that, one of our production managers. And, we've just built this team around that has so much experience that there's so much knowledge in the company that we can figure most things out. So.
And I'll say this young man just absorbs, every challenge I put before him. He's determined to make it a success of what he does at it. And so he's proven worthy to become owner in the business. It's something he had to earn. It's not something I give away. And so he had to earn that. He has, and he continues to do so. And he just continues to thrive on learning more and more all the time. And that's what's so thrilling for myself, is just to see his maturity, his knowledge base, and just the servanthood he wants to have.
Really had to earn my way in the business. Is now that I'm owner, really the only thing that has changed is the title of being an owner. Is my role really hasn't changed that much. Is I've always been in the discussions of major decisions that we got to make. I've always been involved, and I've always had that responsibility, and that's what's been really fun. Is I've had that responsibility before, so it's not just like all of a sudden I'm jumping into that role. Is I had to earn it. I had to put in the hard work to do that, and that's what Rick really talks about. And that was my whole life growing up. Is anything that I wanted, I had to earn it. I wasn't just given anything that I wanted to have, and that really instilled in me just a work ethic and just a motivation to work harder, learn more, and just strive for more knowledge and to be really the best that I can be. And that's what really drives me.